Hello, crazy coders. Welcome to our video. And have you ever wondered why JavaScript has been one of the popular languages despite being numerous existing languages? And basically, why JavaScript is so popular? We try to answer this question and by going through four aspects of this programming language, which is history, philosophy, power, and market. In the history section, we'll talk about who created it, when it was created, initial releases, initial features. In the philosophy section, we talk about why it's different, why it's unique, ideology, principles, etc. In the power section, we talk about what you can do with it, tools, technologies, etc. And also, in the end, in the market section, we'll talk about job opportunities, average salaries, demanding roles, and future expectations of this language. And yes, in the end, we'll summarize the four learnings. We will summarize our learnings from all these four sections, and we'll try to answer our main question, which is why JavaScript is so popular. So let's start in the first video, which is this. We'll talk about history. So let's begin. In 1993, the Mosaic web browser was released, the first GUI web browser, and this boosted the growth of www, which is internet, right? And in 1994, the same developers, the lead developers of Mosaic web browser, which was first GUI, founded Netscape, right? It is also an internet company, and they released another GUI web browser which is called Netscape Navigator, as you can see, and it became so popular, and also the boost of internet helped it to become very popular. Moving ahead, in 1995, there was a clear limitation in the web pages, which is they were very static. Once the page was loaded, there were no interactions. There was no way to interact with the web page, right? So Netflix decided to solve this problem. So they took two steps. One, they collaborated with Sun Microsystems, that is to embed Java in their web browser. And second thing, they hired Brendan H to embed schema scripting language, which is a programming language, in the Netscape Navigator. But after a while, they decided that schema will not work, and they requested Brendan H to create a new language, and he did, which he first named LiveScript at the beta testing time of Netscape Navigator, but then he renamed it to JavaScript. And he says that since Java was already popular, and adding Java to the new language will also boost the popularity, so it was mainly a marketing reason. So moving ahead, in 1996, the major thing happened, which is Internet Explorer was launched by Microsoft, and also it became popular, it became most used. So there became a competition between Netscape Navigator and Internet Explorer. But the interesting thing is, Microsoft came up with its own scripting language, and they called it JScript. And now there, because of the unsimilarities between JScript and JavaScript, there been issue of compatibility. Like if you are designing a website for something, that will work for good in Netscape Navigator, and it might not work well in Internet Explorer. So to avoid all this, in November 1996 itself, Netscape submitted JavaScript to ECMA International for standardization purpose, and Microsoft also initially participated in it. And then in June, the official release of the first ECMAScript language specification was released. And basically, ECMAScript is the standard of scripting languages, so that around the browsers there is uniformity. And in 1998, ECMAScript 2 was released in June. In 1999, 3 was released in the December. So in 2005, again a major thing happened which boosted the growth and popularity of JavaScript, which is James Garrett released a white paper in which he coined the term Ajax and described a set of technologies of which JavaScript was backbone to create web application where data can be loaded in the background, avoiding the need of full page reloads. So it revolutionized the dynamic nature of websites, and it was the backbone of this technology was JavaScript. So this helped this language to grow, and after this, many other open source tools were developed for JavaScript. So as you can see, this is the point where JavaScript really started boosting up. And in 2008, Chrome came into the picture with a V8 JavaScript engine, and the major innovation that happened is it brought JIT, which is just in time completion. We talk about this in an upcoming video, which is philosophy, and in the same, so that Chrome using a V8 just boosted it again. Lot of job opportunities came in. Yes, talk about which in third, fourth video. And ECMAScript 5 standard was released in December 2009. Another major movement that happened in JavaScript history is in 2009, Randall created Node.js. This allowed the usage of JavaScript outside the web browsers. It became a server client-side language. As of 2018, Node has been used by millions of developers, and NPM had the most modules of any package manager in the world. So that was it for the history section. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and click the notification bell if you don't want to miss the next videos.